distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and members of the academic community. Welcome to my channel, Words of Inspiration. I welcome you to this session on muscle building with diabetes recovery time. My name is Masood Saeed. Have you ever considered the cost of inaction? Not the price of a gym membership, but the real human cost of letting a condition like diabetes dictate the terms of your life. It's a paradox, isn't it? The very thing that might make you feel fragile, a diagnosis of diabetes, can actually become the catalyst for building a body stronger than you ever imagined. We often live in fear of what might happen, of complications, of vulnerability. But what if we channeled that fear into fuel? What if we decided that our health is the most valuable asset we will ever own, more precious than any amount in our bank account? Today, we're not just talking about lifting weights, we're talking about lifting the limitations we place upon ourselves. This journey is for everyone. It doesn't matter if you have type 1 or type 2 diabetes. The principles of building muscle, of reclaiming your physical power, are universal. The path is not one of restriction but of empowerment. It's about understanding the magnificent machine that is your body and learning to work with it, not against it. We're going to explore how to do this safely, effectively, and with a sense of purpose that goes far beyond aesthetics. We are embarking on a mission to build resilience, one repetition at a time. This is about transforming fear into strength and paradox into power, showing that your diagnosis does not have to be your destiny. We will blend ancient wisdom with modern science. We'll look at what today's leading physiologists recommend and see how it aligns with timeless guidance on health and moderation. The Quran reminds us, and of his signs is your sleep by night and day, and your seeking of his bounty. Indeed, in that are signs for a people who listen. That's from Quran 30, verse 23. This verse speaks to a holistic view of health encompassing rest and effort. Similarly, the American psychologist Dr. Carol S. Dweck, in her groundbreaking book, teaches us that our belief in our ability to grow and change is the single most important factor in achieving our goals. Our mindset towards diabetes and exercise is where the transformation begins. Our conversation today will be practical. We'll break down complex topics into simple, manageable steps. Forget confusing jargon and overwhelming routines. We will focus on what truly matters: consistency, knowledge, and a deep respect for your body's signals. This isn't a lecture, it's a guide. It's a roadmap designed to give you the confidence to walk into any gym or even just your living room and begin the process of building a stronger, healthier you. And remember, recovery is just as important as the workout itself. For light or moderate activities like walking or yoga, your body typically needs 12 to 24 hours to restore glucose and repair muscles. After more intense exercise like weight training or running, full muscle repair and stable insulin sensitivity can take 24 to 48 hours. Hydration and balanced post-workout meals, combining carbohydrates and protein, can speed up your recovery and help prevent hypoglycemia. Today, you take the first step. So let's start with the basics. What is actually happening inside your body? With diabetes, your body's relationship with insulin is altered. Insulin is a hormone that acts like a key, unlocking your cells to let glucose, sugar from the food you eat, enter and be used for energy. In type 1 diabetes, the body doesn't produce insulin. In type 2, the body either doesn't produce enough or doesn't use it effectively, a condition known as insulin resistance. This is crucial because muscle is your biggest consumer of glucose. The more muscle you have, the more places your body has to store and use sugar, which can dramatically help manage your blood glucose levels. This is why building muscle is not a vanity project. It is a profound act of self-care. When you engage in strength training, your muscles become more sensitive to insulin. This means your body needs less insulin to do its job, which is a fantastic outcome for anyone with diabetes. Think of your muscles as sponges for blood sugar. The bigger and more efficient those sponges are, the better you can soak up glucose from your bloodstream, preventing the highs that can be so damaging over time. This isn't just a theory. It is a well documented physiological fact that puts a powerful tool for health management directly into your hands. The beauty of this process is that it is supported by both modern science and deep rooted wisdom. The Muslim physician and scholar Ibn Sina, known in the West as Avicenna, wrote extensively in about the importance of riyada, exercise, for maintaining the body's equilibrium and preventing disease. He understood that movement was essential for metabolic health. Fast forward a millennium, and Dr. William Evans, a pioneering researcher in sarcopenia or age related muscle loss, has scientifically proven that resistance training can reverse muscle loss and improve metabolic function at any age. Both figures, though centuries apart, point to the same truth. Strong muscles are fundamental to a healthy life. So, the message is clear and hopeful. Whether you are managing type 1 or type 2 diabetes, building muscle is one of the most effective strategies you can employ. It directly addresses the core issue of glucose management by improving insulin sensitivity and providing a safe place for glucose to go. This knowledge should empower you. It removes the fear of the unknown and replaces it with a clear, actionable plan. You are not a passive victim of your condition. You are an active participant in your own wellness. You have the ability to change your body's chemistry through conscious, deliberate action. Now, let's talk about the how. How do we build this metabolically active muscle? The answer is progressive resistance training. Don't let the term intimidate you. It simply means challenging your muscles with resistance, like weights, resistance bands, or even your own body weight, and gradually increasing that challenge over time. This progressive part is key. Your muscles adapt and grow stronger only when they are asked to do slightly more than they are accustomed to. It's a gentle, persistent conversation with your body, not a shouting match. Start with a weight you can lift comfortably for 8 to 12 repetitions, and when that becomes easy, you increase the weight slightly. The principle is simple, but the effect is profound. Each time you lift a weight, you create tiny micro tears in your muscle fibers. This is a good thing. It's the signal your body needs to initiate the repair process. During recovery, your body not only repairs these fibers but makes them thicker and stronger to handle the stress better next time. This is adaptation. This is growth. You don't need to spend hours in the gym. A focused, consistent routine of 2 to 3 sessions per week, working all the major muscle groups, legs, back, chest, shoulders, and arms, is more than enough to stimulate significant change and improve your health. Legs, back, chest, shoulders, arms. This concept of gradual, consistent effort is echoed in both faith and philosophy. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The most beloved of deeds to Allah are those that are most consistent, even if they are few." This hadith perfectly encapsulates the principle of progressive overload. It's not about one heroic, exhausting workout, but about the small, sustainable efforts you make every week. This sentiment is mirrored by the American philosopher and psychologist William James, who noted in his work Yves that habit is the enormous flywheel of society. By making consistent training a habit, you create a powerful momentum that carries your health forward with minimal effort over time. So, your starting point is simple. Choose a few compound exercises. These are movements that work multiple muscle groups at once, like squats, lunges, push-ups, and rows. List chunking. Squats, lunges, push-ups, rows. They give you the most benefit for your time. Start with your body weight or very light weights. Focus on your form above all else. It is far better to lift a light weight with perfect technique than a heavy weight with poor form, which can lead to injury. Be patient. Be consistent. This is not a race. It is the steady construction of a stronger foundation for your future self. You cannot build a house without bricks, and you cannot build muscle without protein. It is the essential building block for repair and growth. After you've stimulated your muscles through resistance training, your body is crying out for protein to mend those micro tears and build new tissue. For someone with diabetes looking to build muscle, getting enough protein is not just important, it is non-negotiable. It helps you feel full, which can prevent overeating and subsequent blood sugar spikes. Crucially, protein has a minimal impact on blood glucose levels compared to carbohydrates, making it a very safe and stable source of fuel. So, how much protein do you need? The science suggests aiming for a higher intake than the standard recommendation. While general guidelines might be around 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight, studies on active individuals show that 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight is far more effective for building muscle. Spread this intake throughout the day. Instead of having one huge portion of protein at dinner, aim to include a good source with every meal and snack. This provides your body with a steady stream of amino acids, the individual components of protein, to fuel muscle synthesis all day long. Here's a list of affordable, easily available high-protein foods that people commonly use for muscle building. Most of the foods in the plan are safe for type 1 and type 2 diabetes, but portion control and carbohydrate balance are essential. Animal-based, budget-friendly. Eggs, chicken thighs/drumsticks, tinned tuna, tinned sardines, mackerel, milk, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, minced beef, leaner if possible. Plant-based, cheap and high protein, lentils, red, green, chickpeas, kidney beans, black beans, tofu, edamame, peanut butter, oats, especially with milk. Here's a simple, cheap, high-protein weekly meal plan designed for muscle building using foods that are easy to find and budget-friendly. Weekly high-protein meal plan, budget-friendly. Daily goal, high-protein, low-cost, easy to prepare, muscle-building focused according to the International Society of Sports Nutrition, ISSN 2018 position stand on protein intake. Most of the foods in the plan are safe for type 1 and type 2 diabetes, but portion control and carbohydrate balance are essential. Day 1. Breakfast, 3 eggs plus oats with milk. Lunch, chicken thighs plus rice plus mixed veg. Snack, Greek yogurt plus banana. Dinner, lentil curry, dal plus wholemeal bread. Day 2. Breakfast, peanut butter on wholemeal toast plus milk. Lunch, tuna sandwich, tinned tuna. Snack, cottage cheese or yogurt. Dinner, chickpea curry plus rice. Day 3. Breakfast, egg omelette plus oats. Lunch, chicken drumsticks plus potatoes. Snack, handful of peanuts. Dinner, red lentil soup plus boiled eggs. Day 4. Breakfast, oats with milk plus 1 boiled egg. Lunch, minced beef, lean, stir fry plus rice. Snack, Greek yogurt. Dinner, black bean curry plus wholemeal bread. Day 5. Breakfast, scrambled eggs on toast. Lunch, tinned sardines plus rice. Snack, peanut butter plus apple. Dinner, tofu stir fry plus vegetables. Day 6. Breakfast, oats plus milk plus peanut butter. Lunch, chicken thigh curry plus rice. Snack, cottage cheese. Dinner, kidney bean curry plus vegetables. Day 7. Breakfast, 3 eggs plus wholemeal toast. Lunch, tuna pasta, cheap plus high protein. Snack, Greek yogurt, dinner, lentil plus chickpea mix curry. The importance of providing the body with good, wholesome sustenance is a recurring theme in Islamic teachings. The Quran encourages the consumption of tayyibat, foods that are pure and good. It says, O messengers, eat from the good foods and work righteousness. That's Quran 23, verse 51. This links good nutrition directly with right action. The 12th century Islamic scholar Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyah in his work detailed the properties of different foods, emphasizing high quality animal and plant proteins for strength. This aligns perfectly with modern nutritional science. Dr. Gabrielle Lyon, a prominent American physician specializing in muscle-centric medicine, argues that dietary protein is the most critical macronutrient for health, longevity, and metabolic control. Your action plan is to prioritize protein, include sources like lean chicken, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, lentils, chickpeas, and tofu in your meals. A simple strategy is to build your plate around the protein source first, then add vegetables and a smart carbohydrate. Consider a protein shake after your workout, as this is a time when your muscles are especially receptive to nutrients. Don't fear protein. It is not the enemy of your kidneys, a common myth. For most people, a high protein diet is perfectly safe and incredibly beneficial. It is your primary tool for rebuilding your body. Let's talk about carbohydrates. For many people with diabetes, carbohydrates can feel like the enemy, a source of fear and confusion. This is where a shift in mindset is critical. Carbohydrates are not inherently bad. They are the body's preferred source of high octane fuel, especially for intense exercise. The key is not to eliminate them but to be smart about them. We need to choose the right types, the right amounts, and the right timing. This is about working with carbohydrates to fuel your performance and muscle growth without sending your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride. This is precision, not deprivation. The best carbohydrates are those that are complex and high in fiber. Think of foods like oats, quinoa, brown rice, sweet potatoes, and whole wheat bread. These are digested slowly, leading to a more gradual rise in blood sugar compared to simple sugars found in sweets, white bread, and sugary drinks. Fiber is your friend. It slows down digestion and improves insulin sensitivity. The timing is also crucial. Consuming a small portion of smart carbohydrates before your workout can give you the energy to train hard. Having some afterwards helps to replenish your muscle glycogen, the stored form of glucose in your muscles, and kickstarts the recovery process. This principle of moderation and balance is a cornerstone of Islamic guidance. The Quran advises, and eat and drink, but be not excessive. Indeed, he likes not those who commit excess. That's from Quran, chapter 7, verse 31. This is a direct command to avoid extremes. The great Muslim polymath Al-Ghazali wrote in his about the dangers of overeating and the virtues of mastering one's appetites. This wisdom is mirrored by contemporary health experts. Dr. David Ludwig, a professor of nutrition at Harvard University, has spent his career researching how different foods affect our hormones and metabolism. His work confirms that focusing on the quality of carbohydrates rather than just the quantity is essential for managing weight and blood sugar. Healthy fats are the other part of this energy equation. They are vital for hormone production, including hormones that help build muscle, and they help keep you full and satisfied. Good sources include avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, and fatty fish like salmon. These fats do not raise blood sugar and provide a slow, steady source of energy. Your plate should be a balance of these three macronutrients: a foundation of protein, a generous portion of fibrous vegetables, a strategic amount of smart carbohydrates, and a serving of healthy fats. This is not a diet, it is a sustainable, enjoyable way of eating for strength and health. Knowledge is power, and nowhere is this truer than in managing diabetes. Monitoring your blood glucose is not just a chore, it is your personal feedback system. It is how you learn the unique language of your body. It tells you how you respond to different foods, to exercise, to stress, and to sleep. Without this data, you are flying blind. When you introduce a new element like resistance training, monitoring becomes even more critical. Exercise can have a powerful effect on blood sugar, often lowering it, so you need to be prepared and informed. It is your most important safety tool. How should you monitor? A continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, can be a game changer. It provides a constant stream of data showing you trends and patterns that you would miss with traditional finger prick tests. You can see in real time how a workout affects you. You might notice a slight rise in glucose during an intense session. This is normal, caused by adrenaline, followed by a significant drop in the hours afterwards. This information allows you to make smart decisions, like having a small carbohydrate snack before a workout or adjusting your insulin dose, of course, in consultation with your doctor to prevent a low. This act of self-observation and accountability has deep spiritual parallels. In Islam, the concept of muraqabah is the practice of watchful awareness, of knowing that God is always observing you, which encourages self-control and righteous behavior. This internal mindfulness is a powerful tool for self-improvement. Applying this principle to your health means being mindfully aware of your body's state. On the scientific side, Dr. Daniel J. Siegel, a clinical professor of psychiatry at the UCLA School of Medicine, talks about mindsight, the ability to see and understand our own internal world. He argues that this self-awareness is the basis for both mental and physical well-being. By monitoring your glucose, you are practicing a form of mindsight. So, embrace the data. Don't be afraid of what the numbers might tell you. Every reading is a piece of information, not a judgment. It is a clue to help you solve the puzzle of your own metabolism. Work with your healthcare team to understand your patterns and to create a plan that allows you to exercise safely. Use your monitor as a guide, a watchful guardian that empowers you to train with confidence. This practice transforms the burden of monitoring into a tool of liberation, giving you the freedom to pursue your strength goals safely. With any powerful pursuit comes potential risk. In our journey to build muscle, we must be aware of two main hazards: hypoglycemia or hypos and physical injury. Fear of these risks can be paralyzing, preventing many from even starting, but we are not going to let fear win. Instead, we will face these dangers with knowledge and preparation. Hypoglycemia occurs when your blood sugar drops too low. Since exercise increases glucose uptake by your muscles, it is a very real risk, particularly for those on insulin or certain oral medications. The symptoms can include shakiness, sweating, confusion, and dizziness. The solution is preparation. Always have a source of fast-acting sugar with you when you exercise. This could be glucose tablets, a small juice box, or some sweets. If you feel the symptoms of a hypo, stop exercising immediately, check your blood sugar if possible, and consume 15 grams of fast-acting carbohydrate. Wait 15 minutes, then check again. This is the rule of 15. It's also wise to exercise with a partner who knows you have diabetes and understands what to do in an emergency. Never train in secret. Your safety is paramount. The second hazard is injury. This most often comes from using poor form or trying to lift too much weight too soon. This is where humility is your greatest asset. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Verily, Allah is gentle and loves gentleness in all matters." Apply this gentleness to your training. Start light, master the movement, and only then add more weight. There is no ego in the gym, only purpose. Pride leads to injury. Patience leads to progress. This is a lesson that echoes through the ages, a universal truth for any physical discipline. We can also draw wisdom from modern experts on risk management. Dr. Atul Gawande, a surgeon and public health researcher, wrote the Checklist Manifesto, a book that explains how simple checklists can dramatically reduce errors and manage complexity in high-stakes fields like surgery and aviation. We can apply this to our workouts. Create a pre-workout checklist. Have I checked my blood sugar? Do I have my hypo treatment with me? Do I know my workout plan? Am I hydrated? This simple act of preparation mitigates risk and turns fear into a calculated, manageable part of the process. It allows you to step into your strength with confidence, not recklessness. We've talked about the workout and the food, but the magic of muscle growth doesn't happen when you are lifting, it happens when you are resting. Sleep is the most underrated performance enhancing tool we have. It is during deep sleep that your body releases growth hormone, which is essential for repairing muscle tissue. It is also when your brain consolidates memories and learning, including the motor patterns of the exercises you've performed. Poor sleep, on the other hand, wreaks havoc on your body. It increases cortisol, a stress hormone that breaks down muscle tissue, and it worsens insulin resistance, making your diabetes harder to manage. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. This isn't a luxury, it is a biological necessity. To improve your sleep, create a relaxing wind down routine. Turn off screens an hour before bed, as the blue light can interfere with the production of melatonin, your sleep hormone. Make your bedroom a dark, quiet, and cool sanctuary for rest. Avoid caffeine and large meals late at night. Consistency is also important. Try to go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time each day, even on weekends. This helps to regulate your body's internal clock or circadian rhythm. The importance of rest is deeply embedded in spiritual traditions. The Quranic verse we mentioned earlier, and of his signs is your sleep by night and day, frames sleep as a divine blessing, a sign to be reflected upon. It is a fundamental part of the natural rhythm of life. The 13th century Sufi poet Rumi wrote, "The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep." While this encourages early rising, it presupposes a night of restorative rest. Modern science has caught up with this ancient wisdom. Dr. Matthew Walker, a professor of neuroscience and psychology at the University of California, Berkeley, and author of Why We Sleep, called sleep the single most effective thing we can do to reset our brain and body health each day. Hydration is the other unseen pillar. Your muscles are about 75% water. Even mild dehydration can impair your strength, reduce your endurance, and affect your cognitive function. It can also concentrate your blood glucose, leading to higher readings. Make a habit of sipping water throughout the day. Don't wait until you feel thirsty, as thirst is a sign that you are already dehydrated. Keep a water bottle with you at all times. During exercise, you will need to drink even more to replace the fluids lost through sweat. Water is the medium in which all of your body's metabolic processes take place. Without it, nothing works optimally. The journey of building strength is as much mental as it is physical. Your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions have a profound impact on your body. The fear of diabetes complications is a powerful motivator, but it can also be a source of chronic stress. Chronic stress through the hormone cortisol can raise blood sugar and promote fat storage, working directly against your goals. The paradox is that we must use the energy of fear to start, but we cannot live in it. We must transform it into a positive driving force, a sense of purpose and hope for a stronger, healthier future. This is where faith and mindset come in. Believing in a higher purpose, in the idea that your body is a trust or amanah in Islam from God, can reframe the entire endeavor. You are not just exercising for yourself, you are fulfilling a duty of stewardship. You are honoring the gift you have been given. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "A strong believer is better and more beloved to Allah than a weak believer." This hadith is not about physical aggression, but about resilience, fortitude, and the capacity to do good work in the world. A strong, healthy body enables you to serve your family, your community, and your faith more effectively. This connection between mind and body is a central theme in the work of many Western thinkers. Dr. Viktor Frankl, an Austrian neurologist, psychiatrist, and Holocaust survivor, developed a school of psychotherapy called logotherapy, based on the idea that the primary human drive is not pleasure, but the pursuit of what we find meaningful. In his book Man's Search for Meaning, he explains how finding a purpose allowed people to endure unimaginable hardship. Applying this to our context, when building muscle becomes part of a greater purpose, honoring your body, setting an example for your children, living a fuller life, it becomes infinitely more sustainable than a short-term goal. So, cultivate your inner world. Practice gratitude for what your body can do rather than focusing on its limitations. Use prayer, meditation, or quiet reflection to manage stress and connect with your sense of purpose. Celebrate small victories. Every completed workout, every healthy meal, every stable blood sugar reading is a win. This positive reinforcement builds confidence and momentum. It shifts your identity from a person with diabetes to a strong person who is actively managing their health. This psychological shift is the key that unlocks your true potential for physical transformation. We have covered a lot of ground today. We have seen that building muscle with diabetes is not only possible but is one of the most powerful things you can do for your health. It is a path open to everyone with type 1 or type 2, young or old. We have learned that the process stands on several key pillars: progressive resistance training to stimulate the muscle, adequate protein to build it, smart carbohydrates and fats to fuel it, and the unseen foundations of sleep and hydration to support it. We have also seen the critical importance of monitoring your glucose and being prepared for potential risks. The journey ahead is a beautiful blend of science and spirit. It is about applying the best evidence-based knowledge from modern medicine and physiology while drawing strength from timeless wisdom about moderation, consistency, and purpose. It is about understanding the why behind the what. You are not just going through motions, you are actively improving your insulin sensitivity, creating a bigger reservoir for blood glucose, and building a more resilient body and mind. This is an investment in your future, an investment that pays dividends in health, confidence, and vitality every single day. The value of this path is immeasurable. It is the freedom from the fear of complications. It is the confidence that comes from feeling strong and capable in your own skin. It is the energy to play with your children or grandchildren. It is the paradox of turning a diagnosis that felt like a weakness into your greatest source of strength. This is not about achieving a perfect body. It is about the process of becoming a stronger version of yourself. It is about honoring the trust you have been given and living your life to its fullest potential. So I call on you to take one small step today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today, it could be going for a walk. It could be doing 10 squats in your living room. It could be planning one protein-rich meal. It could be scheduling an appointment with your doctor to discuss your exercise plans. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that step with intention, with hope, and with the knowledge that you have the power to change your life. Your stronger, healthier future is not something you wish for. It is something you build. Start building now. Disclaimer: the content in this video is intended for educational purposes only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult a qualified expert for guidance specific to your situation. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. To stay connected with more inspiring content, your support helps us reach more people and keep these important conversations alive. I'd love to hear your thoughts, questions, or personal experiences. Share them in the comments below. Your voice truly matters. Together, we can build a meaningful dialogue that benefits us all. Thank you for watching. May this video serve as a source of knowledge and reflection.